We're surprisingly dry right now. We're kind of excited about that. We're hoping the rain holds off for a while. We actually watched the sun come up and saw sky, which wasn't just clouds. It was kind of nice. So we're hoping today is going to be a little bit drier than the last couple. We both have lots of blisters because we're both just walking around with sloshy shoes all day, and your feet get wrinkly and they blister really easily. So we're hoping today we don't have any creek crossings, that we can keep our feet dry at least for today and give our feet a chance to heal up. Other than that, it's a beautiful trail today. We made it to Divide Road. As you can see, the state line's 1.1 miles to the right, but we're going straight across, so it's gonna be a touch longer, probably about 2 miles, but we're almost to Kentucky. We got on the GPS to take a look and see where we are right now, and we just found out we are in Kentucky. We are back in the home state, so we must have been doing really well today hiking. So we're gonna get back down the trail and see how far we can go. So we came through. We got a blaze right there. This is supposed to be the trail. Okay. And we have no place to go. Right. Well, this is basically what we've been walking through for the past, I don't know, half a mile or so. Constantly crossing this creek. As a matter of fact, there's our blaze. The trail comes out of the creek. I mean, I don't mind an occasional crossing, but our feet have been destroyed the last 2 days because of how wet they are. Because the number of blisters we're getting from this are kind of getting ridiculous. We just got to the top of Peters Mountain, and are we glad to be at the top of it. Today's been a rough hike, but the last, I'd say, mile and a half, maybe mile, have been really nice. Saw a massive waterfall and a little baby one right next to it. Got to see a lot of really cool rock formations. It opened up a lot more, and as we got off the trail, Brian looked up here and saw this area. So we're gonna get our shoes off, air our feet out a little bit. We just did, I think, 12 or 13 creek crossings, and our feet are soaked. So we're gonna air those out for a little bit, take a break, and maybe eat something. I'm not trying to gross anybody out, but when you hike the Sheltowee Trace for 4 straight days, in the rain and crossing streams and creeks and whatever else, this is what your feet look like. You said big old blister right there in the pinky toe. I got another one forming right through here. I got one that comes right up through here. There's another one right in the middle of my foot. It's hard to see, but it's right there in the middle of my foot. Obviously you can see this one. Turn the camera the right way. There's this one on my heel. And then I've got this foot over here. I got this massive blister on the top, which happened 2 days ago. And it's miserable. And then, of course, I got the one here on the heel. Our feet are torn up, so I think we're gonna try and get a ride into Stearns, get a hotel tonight, and do some minor surgery on our feet, try and get them to heal up. Because if we're gonna do the rest of these miles, there's no way we're gonna pull it off with feet like that. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so our plans have changed a little. We were supposed to get back on the trail this morning around 10 and hike about 16 miles. We're going to come back and stay at the hotel again tonight just to stay out of the rain. It's been brutal. It's been so bad that it's actually completely destroyed my phone, and now Brian's phone won't charge. And we don't want to be stuck in the woods without some form of GPS to help us out, because sometimes the Sheltowee Trace doesn't always have the best marking system going on, and you can get lost really easy if you don't have some form of GPS to help you kind of navigate where you need to go. So we both decided we're going to go ahead and head home for the night. And probably the next hour, someone's going to come pick us up, take us home. We're going to try and get this phone situation figured out, change out our equipment and everything, spend the night with our families, and then we're going to come back tomorrow and get back on the trail. Well, we're back at it. We're out here at Peters Mountain. We took our day off, and we're back to hit it again. Luckily, we're starting off with a little bit of a break in the rain. It was pouring down rain when we first got here, but right now it looks like we're in pretty good shape. We got the raincoats ready, rain covers getting ready to be put on my backpack, and we're gonna start this big road walk. I think we start off with about 6 miles of road, get on the trail for a little bit, and then we're gonna be taking a high water route. The creek here is way too high to cross today, so there's a high water route we can take around it, so we'll be doing that, and hopefully get about 15 miles in today. We're on the dirt road and we're hiking along. We're gonna try and push it a little bit today. Since we're doing road walking for most of this, we're gonna try and really up our tempo just a little bit. With it raining, we don't want to be out in the rain forever, so the better we get going, the faster we get moving, the more we can get done. So far we've kind of lucked out. We drove down through one of the craziest storms in the world, but then we get here to the mountain and honestly it's just a little bit of a sprinkle, and so it's not too bad at all. But like I said, we're gonna try and keep our pace up, move pretty quickly. The less time we have to be out in this stuff, the better. We got 15 miles to cover, and we got a guy from the Sheltowee Trace Association named Greg, who has been awesome for us. He helped us find out about the high water route. He picked us up the other day, took us to the hotel. Actually, he called us today to check in on us to make sure we were okay. He's gonna pick us up at Yamakra and bring us back to Brian's car. So we're really thankful for Greg. It's a good guy. On my off day yesterday, I actually had to change out a lot of equipment. My shoes, the zero drop was actually killing my feet. As you saw from the video from yesterday, the blisters on my feet were unreal. Just everywhere, and it was just every step hurt. And in those lone peaks, you really do, you feel the ground, you feel the rocks, you feel the roots, you feel the dirt under your feet, which is great when your feet are healthy, but when you got blisters everywhere, it doesn't work so good. So I went in and got myself a new pair of hiking shoes. Instead of going with trail runners, I actually got the Merrell Moabs. I'd used those when I hiked Mount Kilimanjaro back in 2016, and they were fantastic then, and today they are doing me some wonders. I'm cooking it along, and I got blisters all over my feet, but my feet feel good, so I'm very happy with that. My sleeping pad leaked, so I had to get a new sleeping pad. My water filter had slowed down to a dribble, so had to go get a new Sawyer squeeze. Just a lot of stuff I had to get my hands on, or this was going to be not so much of a fun hike. But luckily, because of the 0 day, I was able to get all that done. I also got to hang out with my kids and my wife. The road we're walking on right now is called Divide Road. It's called Divide Road because on one side of the road to the right is owned, all of the land is owned by the United States Department of the Interior, and all of the land to the left is owned by the Daniel Boone National Forest, literally right next to each other. The road goes right down the boundary line of both lands. Just started our first real rain of the day. We're getting our raincoats on. We had them on to start, and we took them off. and we thought it was raining, so we put them back on. So it looks like now we're gonna get moving for our first actual hike in the rain today. We're finally done with our road walk in the rain, and right back here you can see our blaze. We are gonna be hitting the trail again, and then we're gonna be back on the road on the high water route because the water out here is insanely high and kind of scary in some spots. So I know we've got a couple creek crossings we may be having to do. Who knows how high those are gonna be. So let's get onto the trail. We just got done having lunch, and just shortly before lunch, I thought we were gonna have to, I was gonna have to carry Brian out of the woods, which I'm more than willing to do, let me tell you. But just a creek crossing, rock hop area where you don't want to hop on some of those rocks. And Brian caught the wrong one, hit his head pretty nasty. He's got a huge ball on the side of his leg now. Be sure to check out his YouTube page, Trails in a Flash, where he took video of the knot on his leg. It was immediate. I've never seen anything like it. But got a nasty knot. Luckily, it doesn't look like he has a concussion or anything, so we're very happy about that. We just did the first of 3 creek crossings, and we're getting ready to hit the next one here real soon. The water sounds like it's really high. So, touch nervous. I don't think we're gonna try and rock hop any of these. I think we're just gonna trudge straight through. Everything is really slick today. We're going down a hill right now, actually. It's super muddy and kind of treacherous. It's pouring down the rain again, but this has been an awesome section of trail today. I have thoroughly enjoyed pretty much every square inch of it. Some of those rock formations back there were just unreal. It's had some challenging spots or some decent climbs, but it's just been a great hike today. I've really enjoyed being out on this trail. Considering what the last hike was like a couple days ago, I'll take this every day over that. It's been beautiful. We're getting ready to go up and catch up with one of the main roads up here. The water's a little too high for us to cross the Rock Creek today, so we're not going to be doing that. With all the rain that's been going on this week, it's dangerously high, and luckily Greg, the guy who gave us a ride the other day, told us about a high water route that we can take to bypass the creek, so we don't have to worry about getting in danger's way. So we're gonna be taking that, and he's gonna be picking us up at Yamakra. So pretty excited. It's been a good day. We just got out of the woods and we are road walking for the next 3 miles. Having to do a little bypass on the Rock Creek. There's just no way. The water's way too high. So we're gonna be here for just a little bit, and then our ride's gonna come get us, and we're gonna spend the night in a hotel. Not ashamed of it. It's raining. I don't want to sleep outside. So we're gonna go back to the hotel we were at 2 nights ago and do our laundry, get everything ready for the next 4-day push as we get ourselves positioned to get into London. This was the creek that we were supposed to cross. That is just scary high. We're on the last little stretch of road walking here, and we'll be making a left into Yamakara, grabbing a seat, and waiting for a ride.